Hi guys, welcome to Martial Arts Insider for all things martial arts with me, Andy Brocklebank, head coach at Team Elite. Okay guys, so in today's video we're going to be taking you through some recommendations on what boxing glove should I get when I'm first starting out. Now this is going to be the most common question I have ever been asked in my 20 years of doing this, and there is certain things to consider when you're getting your first boxing glove. So today I'm going to take you through a few of the different types of gloves that you come across, i.e. your bag glove, your sparring glove and your boxing glove, show you what differentiates between those gloves and hopefully help you to make the right choice when you are getting your first boxing glove. Okay guys, so I'd like to give you a specific example of just what we're categorizing as a boxing glove, a sparring glove and a bag glove, and what it is exactly that differentiates between them. So the classic boxing glove tends to be round about 10 to 12 ounces of padding in the knuckles, used for your general kind of bag work, your pad work and your partner work for doing skills and drills. Your sparring glove is 14, 16, in some instances 18 ounces of padding in the knuckles, a lot more protection because obviously these are used for actually punching your sparring partners, so there is a higher level of padding to give a further amount of protection. And then lastly, don't see these that much these days anymore, but we've got a few pairs knocking around in our gym, which is the bag gloves. Now the bag gloves are the lowest amount of padding out of the three types of gloves that we've shown, and these, as the name suggests, are specifically for hitting the bag or the pads. Now the main difference that you'll see which differentiates the bag glove between the sparring glove and the boxing glove is that you will notice the thumb piece on the boxing glove and the sparring glove is padded, whereas on the bag glove it is not padded. Also as well, you will notice that the thumb piece is not joined to the fingers, as they are here and here by that little piece of leather there, as you can see. That's a safety thing that was introduced years ago to stop people getting eye injuries where the thumb could accidentally be jabbed into the eye. Okay, so obviously not safe for sparring in case you could poke your partner in the eye. These ones, a lot more padding, a lot more safer, and definitely recommended for sparring. You do hear sometimes people sparring in, the 10 or 12 ounce gloves, but not recommended if you're going to go hard. Although, with controlled sparring, 10-12 ounces can be okay. Okay guys, so now we understand what the difference is between a bag glove, a boxing glove and a sparring glove. There's now another factor that we need to address in terms of what is going to be best for us to get our first boxing glove as a beginner. And that is the glove Velcro? Is it lace up, or is it a hybrid style with lace and Velcro? So let's have a look at a few little examples. Okay guys, so here we've got a couple of examples of your Velcro fastening glove. Now we've got a Yokkao leather Chiang Mai Thai boxing glove here with the Velcro fastening, as you can see, which goes the full 360 all the way around the wrist. And likewise here we've got your classic green L amateur boxing contest glove with the same style of fastening, with the Velcro which goes all the way around 360 degrees around the wrist, giving it a nice tight snug fit. Okay, so now we're getting into the lace up category. Now as you can see with the lace ups, they are adjustable from almost to the palm of the hand all the way down to the bottom of the wrist. So the fitting on a lace-up glove, as you would expect, really, really tight, really, really good, and hence the reason why they are used in contests. This is obviously your Cleto Reyes, obviously very well known in the boxing community. And here we've got a classic Thai boxing, a Sandee version, again, lace up from the palm of the hand all the way down to the wrist. So one of the big advantages, like we just mentioned, is that the fitting with the lace up glove is much tighter, much better. Downside is, of course, you need somebody to help you. Now, when you're in the gym training and you're back and forwards between doing your bag and your skipping, and you might want to stop and grab a drink or nip to the toilet or whatever, taking them off and putting them back on is, of course, a big disadvantage because you need somebody's help. Now, last on the list is a kind of hybrid style of the two previously mentioned. As you can see on these Ergo 12-ounce gloves here, we've got the 360 Velcro, but also the laces option, which only come halfway down. So if you imagine, the laces look after the top portion, and then the Velcro, as you can see there, looks after the bottom portion. So it's a nice kind of mix between the two. You've got the freedom of the Velcro being easy to take on and take off. So you can do that yourself if you're changing between your stations, for example, going from skipping to bag work or pad work or whatever. Or you just want to get a quick drink. But also, by having the laces, it means that you can adjust the upper portion of the glove so it fits very snugly. Now, for me, this is a great advantage, because a lot of the times you'll find with the fittings of gloves that this portion above here and below, where somebody's hand will fit there, probably better if I show you this hand there, it can move around inside the glove, and the fitting of the glove sometimes doesn't feel great, okay? Whereas with this one, with it being adjustable with the laces and then having the Velcro at the bottom, it's a good option. You're getting the best of both worlds. Not that common, in all honesty. You don't see loads of these gloves around. It's a lot more common to have either the one or the other, the Velcro or the lace up. Okay, great. So now we're starting to get an understanding between what are the differences between a boxing glove, a sparring glove, and a bag glove. Are they going to be Velcro fastening, lace up fastening, or a mixture of the two with the Velcro and the lace? And which one will be best for us for buying our first glove when we're starting out? So without further ado, we'll move on to now what I would recommend as your best glove to get when you're starting out in your boxing, kickboxing, Thai boxing, or MMA journey. Okay, so my recommendations would definitely be to go for the classic boxing glove with a Velcro strap. The reason why I have chose the boxing glove style for your first glove with the Velcro strap is because, first of all, a boxing glove can be used for all of your tasks in the gym. It can be used for your bag work, your pad work, your technique with your partners, and as a result, changing between your exercises on your own with a Velcro strap is very easy. You can take it off yourself, you can put it on yourself, you don't need anybody to help you into it. With the lace-up gloves, granted, the lace-up gloves are a better, tighter fit and you can adjust them more, but again, relating it back to the question of what is the best boxing glove for me to get when I'm starting out, I would definitely go with the Velcro version. Okay, so brands, let's get specific. We have got 3 of the top Thailand makes here, top Muay Thai gloves. Another couple of notable mentions I'd like to say before I go into the specifics, but I really like Windy gloves personally. I've got a couple of pairs of Windy gloves and I've used them for years, and I would definitely have them on this list. Also, as well as Windy, I would like to mention Fairtex. I've also had a couple of pairs of Fairtex gloves over the years. They're great quality, they fit really well, and they last great. Now, as far as these 3 gloves here, these are also scoring very, very highly on the quality of the glove and how they're made, the price you're going to be paying for them, and the durability and how long you're going to get out of them. Okay, so now we'll look at some of the specifics of those and what makes them so great. Okay, so out of the 3 gloves that we've got here today with the Twin Special, the Yokkao and the Sandees, and also not forgetting the gloves that we mentioned with the Windy and the Fairtex, all of which I've had lots of experience with over the years, and in all honesty I'd find it very, very hard to separate them. Now, any differences or any kind of opinions I'd give them would just be down to personal preference, not technical differences, i.e. this leather is a higher quality or this Velcro is a better quality. It would be down to personal preference. So I wouldn't separate these 5 brands very much at all. Again, just down to personal preference. So now let's have a look at the Twin Special in a bit more detail of some of the features which make these and the others mentioned such great gloves. Okay, so going into the gloves in a little bit more detail. As you can see, when you turn them over, first thing you notice is the genuine quality leather stamp, handmade in Thailand. We've got the breathable holes in the middle of the palm there, and the grip bar running through the middle, which is quite a standard issue thing these days with all the gloves. But one of the reasons that I rate these gloves so high, and the reason that they last so long, is first of all, like we mentioned at the beginning, it's real high quality leather. Now, a lot of the Thailand makes all use cowhide leather. Now, it's nice and soft, it lasts a long time, as I've said before, but to tie in with the fact that it's good leather and what makes it last so long is if you look at the stitching, everything is double stitched. So the fact that you've got really high quality leather and it's all double stitched make it last twice as long. Because, you know, at the end of the day, especially if you're like, you know, a lot of our lads in the gym, we've got a lot of pro fighters in here, a lot of amateur fighters, they're at it, you know, twice a day sometimes, Monday to Friday. So the gloves are getting a fair old bit of use. You know, some of these gloves that we're showing you here today are like 3 and 4 years old, and as you can see, they're still in great condition. Okay guys, so now I'd like to give you a bit of justification in why I think it is worth you forking out for these kind of like 60-70 pound kind of Thailand range of gloves, like the ones we previously mentioned, you know, your Yokkao, your Fairtex, your Windy, your Sandee, and of course your Twin Special. The temptation for people is always to go to the local sports shop and buy the cheaper version, but like the old saying goes, if you buy cheap you will buy twice, if you buy quality you will buy once. So the temptation is quite often to go not for the leather, but go for the more synthetic leather, the kind of like PVC leatherette, faux leather kind of glove. And these gloves are in the same age bracket. The Yokkaos are actually a little bit older, okay? The Adidas gloves are round about approaching 2 years, where the Yokkaos are just over. So let's look at the reason why. So after a fair bit of hammer and a fair bit of use, you can see slight wearing away on the thumb there, and really not much other signs of wear anywhere else. A little bit of stitching coming undone there, again a slight little bit of wearing on the thumb, but other than that they are in tip top shape. Oh, there we go, a little bit of wearing there on the leather. In comparison to the synthetic leather gloves, which, there we go, peel and rip. They are very, very thin covered with this kind of PVC faux leather, synthetic leather, whatever you like to call it. And the truth of the matter is that, there you go, as you can see, it's quite a lot of significant damage on the thumb there. It just does not last. So I would encourage you to resist the temptation to buy cheap, because if you buy cheap, you will buy twice, 3 times, 4 times, whereas if you buy quality, you will buy once. Right, so in closing up, we are definitely recommending a 10 to 12 ounce boxing glove with the Velcro strap for ease of use. I would definitely recommend going with the brands that we mentioned previously, the Twin Special, Sandees, Yokkao, Fairtex, Top King, all those kind of Thailand makes, because they are made of quality leather that is all double stitched, and I can tell you with 20 years of experience that they will last. If you buy quality stuff, you will buy it once. So check out the links in the description for you to pick up some of these gloves, whichever one takes your fancy. Lots of different colours, lots of different designs. But please take it from me with hand on heart that if you buy the quality stuff, it is worth it in the long run. Don't go to the local sports shop, buy the rubbish ones for 15 or 20 quid, because you'll buy twice, 3 times, 4 times 5, and you'll end up spending more money than you did when you bought these in the kind of 70 to 90 pound range. Okay, so take my word for it. Buy quality, buy once. Check out our next upcoming video soon, which will be hints and tips on how to care for your gloves and shin pads and elongate their life. Thanks very much for listening, everybody. This is the Martial Arts Insider, over and out.